Gervonta Davis and Mario Barios say F boxing fans. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Cardinal Red Sports. Let's talk about it. Alright, y'all. So, Mario Barios recently gave an interview, and he was asked about his opinion of the Gervonta Davis Lamont Roach fight and what boxing fans have been saying about that fight. And he has some pretty interesting answers. I just want to break that down, get my 5,000 nickels for anybody a little.
Boxing fans are just like so hard to please. You know, it doesn't matter who you fight. You know, everyone's always so opinionated. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, all that matters is Tank is doing his thing. I feel like he has proved more than enough, and he's kind of getting to that stage where it's like Canelo. You know, he can call whatever shots he wants. He can move in whatever direction he wants to move in. I mean, I don't think that was a bad fight. I think it's still a really entertaining fight. Fuck boxing fans. Fuck boxing fans.
Alright, so Gervonta Davis, Mario Barios, Lamont Roach, boxing fans, what's really going on?
Let it ride!
So Mario Barios was giving an interview, and he was asked, his opinion about what boxing fans have been saying about Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach, and them just being overly critical of that fight. And basically what he said was,
fuck boxing fans.
F boxing fans. Boxing fans are so fickle and so picky, and it's always their way or the highway.
Put your pussy lips on live, I'll give you $1,000.
And at some point, as a boxer, you got to kind of drown it all out. If you want to have a successful career, you can never do exactly what the boxing fans want you to do. I think if they were to change it and make it, more, with a regulatory committee, I think fans would get a lot more of what they want if they, structured it, with like a tournament style or playoff style for the titles, like professional basketball and football and all these other sports do, and they took the promoters out of it. Then, boxing might actually change at that point, and you might see what the fans want, which is, great fights and the best fighting the best.
Better get bad, Jack, because you ain't bad. You're going to get fucked.
Actually happen. But until that point, it's never going to happen. And I think that, boxing fans, I think we craving for those great fights so much that we take it out on fighters who really don't deserve to have it taken out on them.
You ain't down with that? Shut your goddamn ass up.
Like Floyd Mayweather didn't get this type of backlash for having a horrible resume for half of his career. Even Terrence Crawford doesn't get the same criticism for having a trash resume. He just basically beat a nobody fighter, but his fan base was justified him fighting a nobody over, if you're arguing with a Terrence Crawford fan about Gervonta Davis and they don't like Gervonta Davis, well, they'll argue you to death that Terrence Crawford deserves to do something that Gervonta Davis doesn't deserve to do because he's been undisputed and had more titles and blah, 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 blah.
It's an ambush, man. I ain't got to stay around for this. I'm out.
That's the problem with boxing is it's always going to be your opinion versus the next person's opinion, just because the way the sport is set up. And until we can get it to where, the best are actually fighting the best, I think it's always going to be that way. And once again, you got to go back to what Mario Barios and them are saying, basically, F the fans. The fans get what they can get, and we get what we can get because they can't even force higher payouts because of the situation with the television networks.
I mean, this is some shameful shit.
And no television network really being involved, with the exception of ESPN and Top Rank, with the sport of boxing anymore. So, there's so many different angles to look at this from that, at the end of the day, you can't be mad at Gervonta Davis for trying to basically get a warm-up fight for what's going to be some of the biggest fights of his career.
You won't get the $11, bitch.
With Devin, with Ryan, or with Ryan's possible rematch, with Teofimo Lopez, with Shakur Stevenson. You know, after those 3 or 4 fights, he's more than likely going to retire anyway. So if he wants to get one gimme fight in there, and I don't consider Lamont Roach a gimme.
You're crazy.
But if he wants to get one sparring type of mega fight in there, then I'm not mad at him.
First thing I tell anybody that might look like they're still in the street is, if you're next to me, you're hot.
I mean, we gotta know where this money going to.
You cannot talk about anything you're doing in the street. Actually, you have to quit. They are watching.
I mean, we gotta know where this money going to.
This is the advice I give because I know. Like, the way I was raised and the people I observed, like, I wasn't even allowed to have tattoos.
I mean, we gotta know where this money going to.
Period. You couldn't have anything that could get you pointed out. So this thing about talking about your crimes on a record.
I mean, we gotta know where this money going to.
Someone older around you should tell you that. You might not know this because you're young, but they're definitely going to jail.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about all that down in the comment section below. Hit that like button for me. Share. Subscribe. Holler at me on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. But you're more than likely to get a response on the tubes or holler at me over there. You want to collab or feature a product, your channel, my channel, feel free to hit my Gmail because it is a flock of cards at gmail.com. And we are out of here.
Don't try this at home.
I don't know shit about boxing.
The North Pole, shorty move your torso, let your back porch roll. Louis keys is more so, when they getting more dough, put it on my wardrobe. Take a little more dro, higher than the 4th floor. Got some fans, but I'm trying to let some more know. I'm the real deal, y'all faking like the Giorno. Pretty soon, see your boy at award shows. I keep a chick with a stash like hormones. Okay, I gotta get, okay, I gotta get, okay, I gotta get, okay, I gotta get, 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 I gotta get. Now break it down, okay, 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 now break it down, 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 now break it down. International player, but I don't play no games though. It would be smarter you just to hand over my peso. Beefing with a rapper, I just show up at your stage show. Hide in the crowd, then hit you from the 8th row. Think not, I think so. We make dough. Y'all try but can't though. They lame so I'ma show them how to do this. Louisville music in the rental cruising. It's Louis. I gotta get, okay, I gotta get, okay, I gotta get, okay, I gotta get, okay, I gotta get, 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 I gotta get. Now break it down, okay, 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 now break it down, 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 now break it down.
This is the part of the show before we thank everybody for coming out. That's coming out. Dead Dose on the track. Dead Dose. Boy Louis Keys. Okay. It's a movement, man. Okay. Whoa.
It's Martin Luther Keys, hallelujah, hallelujah. You supporting local rap, then I salute ya. I keep a chick, gotta drop her not to do her. You keep a chick that look like Louis Gossett Jr. Increase the volume, what I'll do. Leave the track messy, clean up Al too. The game change whenever I bring my style through. And your style's through. This is for the crew. I gotta get it, okay, 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 I gotta get it, 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 I gotta get it. Now break it down, okay.